Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It is Round 7, Group 6, here at the Lord's Racing League in Smoky Mountain Speedway. I'm your host, Big C, along here with Little C.
Hey, what's up? I know you've waited long enough for this group, but I say no more. It's going to come down today.
That's right, so let's head over to driver introductions to see who's taking on the track. In our fast qualifier for this round, number 7 seed overall, we got Bearw with Bob. From Lily's Boneyard, driving a Triumph TR6, coming in at 47.96 grams.
And starting outside pole, for our number 10 seed, we have Uncle Elvis driving his Jaguar XJ220, weighing 53.33 grams.
And starting inside back row, our number 17 seed overall, we got Chauncey from Stupid Fish Racing, driving his Jaguar D-Type, coming in at 55.60 grams.
And in the back, number 32, we have King Jester driving his Bentley Continental, weighing 55.93 grams. And you know I got my money on that car.
Alright, here we go, lap 1. Got Bearw on the pole, Uncle Elvis on the outside, Chauncey giving the old Bearw a push. Let's see if he can push him up forward.
Yeah, buddy.
King Jester in the money car, looking at Money Cash Green back there. As they take off, it looks like Bearw is going to get out in front of Uncle Elvis. Uncle Elvis getting close, as it looks like Chauncey and King Jester have a nice little battle back there. Coming down the backstretch, looks like Bearw's got a heavy foot pulling away from Chauncey, or from Uncle Elvis. Uncle Elvis catches up and left and right, blocking him to the line. Bearw is going to come across him first. Uncle Elvis second. And Chauncey and King Jester, for some odd reason, are parked over in turn 4. So we're going to have to go back and check the replay to see what in the world happened.
You know, you were talking about Bearw with Bob having a heavy foot.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he's a bear, you know, okay?
Yeah.
But it did not stop Uncle Elvis from getting on the back of Bearw with Bob until turn 3, and then Bearw with Bob started pulling away. Oh, and it looks like Chauncey might have spun out and then put a full body block on King Jester there, and that's definitely what put him down
up in the bushes.
Yeah, and then Bearw with Bob was losing it coming down here to the line, and he was losing it so bad that Uncle Elvis couldn't even catch a breath past him. It was so intense.
Yeah, couldn't figure out left or right where he's going. Maybe it's the fuzzy hands on the steering wheel.
There you go. I
maybe
like
he's
that.
got to get the claws into this thing or something. But
good hypothesis.
Yeah, there we go. We'll see what happens. So lap 2, we got Chauncey up on the pole. Let's see if he can take the lead away from Bearw, and he does. Looks like this.
Oh, a little bit.
Oh, they turn up inside as they're wrecking each other.
Oh, boy.
Chauncey going backward. Uncle Elvis, man, they are bump drafting, beating around. Uncle Elvis and King Jester pass Bearw with Bob as they push him off into the corner. Now Uncle Elvis is on the front bumper of Bob. Hey, look at Chauncey doing a nice 360, 180. I can't remember where I'm at now. Is able to come across him first. Uncle Elvis second. King Jester third. And Bearw with Bob got kicked all the way into the back.
Wow, look at that. I mean, it looks like Chauncey threw himself in front of Bearw with Bob, and then Bearw with Bob tried to pass but couldn't, and they all just started getting backed up, and then they freight trained past Bearw with Bob right here.
That's good bump drafting.
Yeah, that's all they were doing was bumping. Maybe a little bit of drafting. And then they put Bearw with Bob right into the wall. Thankfully, he's able to get moving and get to the line, but look at this coming down to the line. Uncle Elvis is
Chauncey,
all
though,
over
watch this.
Chauncey. Little 180, gotta finish straight. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, you want to see the finish line coming at you.
Wow.
So, yeah, we gotta.
I was gonna say the points are absolutely neck and neck, except for King Jester, but he'll get there.
Hey, it's only lap 2, so you know it's also close, and he has the pole with Uncle Elvis pushing him. So
there you go.
Let's see if he can bring home a good one, because of course he got Chauncey on the outside, got the convertibles. Let's see if that helps him out back there. It looks like King Jester is going to get the power down. I think Uncle Elvis gave him a nice little bump. Oh, he spins him around and wrecks him. It looks like, are they going to pile in and pause? No, it looks like they're still moving, but King Jester has a nice lead. He loses it on Riverside. Here comes Uncle Elvis. He has nowhere to go because he is blocking the full track. Gives him a big door check, but they're going to be able to get moving. Coming out of turn 5, coming to the line, and they don't make it. Man, to get tied up, and I don't see Bearw or Chauncey even behind. Well, Chauncey is flipped over on Riverside Drive as well, with Bearw pushing him. Let's see what in the world happened in this chaos.
I don't know what happened, but
we're going to find out.
I hope so. So it looks like Uncle Elvis spun sideways with Chauncey. Bearw with Bob got him going straight-ish. And then coming out of turn 3, they just barely, especially Bearw with Bob, just
had to get over the ridge, get that gear, and get moving.
And he did that, but what happened with King Jester? He had the whole thing. Maybe it's because he was going, in
reverse. It doesn't help.
Spun him out, and then Uncle Elvis, where's he gonna go?
Yeah.
Maybe not in the door. Maybe, but
He was trying to pick which was the softer spot and went for that one.
I guess so. But coming down here to the line, King Jester throws it sideways again, and Uncle Elvis again doesn't have anywhere to go. What happened with Chauncey though? Oh, right, left,
he loses it.
up and over.
Oh, and here comes Bear.
Again in the door.
There's only so many places
to
hit.
I guess it was the other door, so it wasn't Chauncey's door. So there you go.
All I can say is a good thing Chauncey has a good helmet on, because man, he was sliding for a good ways coming out there. So
hopefully he doesn't have too bad of a concussion.
Let's see if he can change it up. Lap 3. King Jester gets out in front again with Bear and Chauncey pushing him. Now they're and he gets flipped over coming out of 2. King Jester was pulling away, and now they're not going to make it out. So let's see if King Jester can keep it nice and smooth, keeping it straight, coming out of turn 5, and he is going to do it. Coming across the line, he is going to get 5 points, and everybody else is going to get some more DNFs coming over there into turn 3. What in the world?
I think it's definite now. Chauncey has a mild concussion. I mean, come on. He's been flipped over twice, hit twice, and just
pushed all the way down the straightaway. Look at that.
Yeah, and then, King Jester had it all to himself. Thankfully, he didn't spin out, but everybody got parked at the beginning of turn 3, and King Jester was able to just have the whole track to himself, bring it down to the line.
And now
3 DNFs, and that makes him the number 1.
And new point leader, so that helped him boost him right up to the top. So I'm sure he's not complaining about all the donuts that everybody else just ate, as it looks like all the points are pretty tight. Uncle Elvis now has his first shot up at the pole with King Jester on the outside. Let's see if any of these convertibles are going to help push anybody to the front. As they take off, it looks like Uncle Elvis and Bear with Bob is side by side with King Jester.
Ooh.
They get him spun out coming out of turn 2, and Uncle Elvis is pulling away. Everybody gets straight. So it looks like no problem there, but it looks like Bear is catching up. Here comes that heavy foot. Tries to pass to the outside, is unable to do it. Uncle Elvis slides across the finish line, and here comes Chauncey, and just barely missing. King Jester slams into the back of Bear. I think that's why it looked like Bob's eyes were wide-eyed right there. He was just waiting for that hit.
Yeah, he knew it was coming. They got all tangled up in the back. Uncle Elvis was able to pull away. Bear with Bob was able to keep second place.
That's a fast little car.
Yeah, and then, Chauncey spins out. King Jester spins out too. A little bit, almost synchronized spinning, but coming down here, close into turn 5. Bear with Bob goes up high, tries to get past, wasn't able to, and then they spin sideways here at the line, and that slows everybody down, so they're parked at the line. Chauncey was able to avoid them. King Jester was like, here, eat this.
Yeah, get back into where you're supposed to go.
I mean, he saw it as gold, right?
Yeah, well, I guess so. But anyway, with that one, that helped Uncle Elvis propel him up into the lead there, give him a nice little cushion. Bear with Bob's got 9, King Jester with 8, and Chauncey back there with 7, so still nobody is out of this one. Very close battle.
No,
great group here. After halftime, Bear gets back up to the pole with Uncle Elvis on the outside. Let's see if he can duplicate lap 1 as he takes off. He's side by side with him. Coming out of turn 2, they're still battling. Look at Chauncey take over third place. They're all slowing down, going through turn 3. And Bear is going to be able to get out, and it looks like everybody else is stalled out over there in turn 3. So as long as Bear can keep his paws on the wheel, coming out of turn 5, and it looks like he's going to do it. Bear's going to be the only one coming across. Everybody else looks like they got tied up over here in turn 3. Man, we're going to have to go back and check to see what in the world happened back there.
Oh, it was definitely intense. Look at Uncle Elvis and Bear with Bob side by side, but Bear with Bob gets the edge out in front and throws a full body block. Everybody's in a single file lane, and then they all just pile in turn 3. Uncle Elvis almost looked like he was gonna get it, but just stalled out. And Bear with Bob, I don't know if that was a dirty move to try to get 5 points in front of everybody else, but if it was, it worked flawlessly.
Hey, I'll say as long as it worked, so that propelled him up into the lead. Another set of donuts, man. I tell you what, we keep having all these donuts, we're gonna have to have some coffee down here.
I'm hungry.
But poor old Uncle Elvis. I did notice in that race though, Chauncey passed King Jester, and then going into turn 3, King Jester passed him back. So
there you go.
Those two seem to have a good battle back there. But now Chauncey has the pole. Bear is on the outside. Let's see if Uncle Elvis is going to be able to push him out to the lead. But no, look at Chauncey. He is going to take the lead. Pushes Bear right up into the corner and flips him over. Man, that is dirty. Chauncey takes off. It looks like King Jester and Uncle Elvis are going to lose, or doing a pause up in 3. Looks like Chauncey sliding coming out of 2. And turn 5, he pauses, and he's not even going to make it. After all that dirty driving, he's not going to capitalize and come home with a 5. So And then poor old Bear, he's piled over, he's flipped over, going over there in turn 2. Let's check this one out.
But did you see what Chauncey did to Bear with Bob?
Oh, yeah.
Shoves him into the rail. He
Look at
almost
this.
goes up and over. I mean, I don't know if that's like a skateboarding move or something, but he totally took the rail and flipped himself over.
I think Chauncey really wants to win this one.
And it looks like King Jester kind of blocked off Uncle Elvis, was not going to let him by, and then Chauncey loses out of 4, and that's kind of a precursor to what was about to happen again, coming out of 5. He loses it, he had the whole thing to himself, but just like King Jester, and that was it.
Exactly. So we got to re-rack them, get them back up to the top. Let's see if we can complete this lap.
I hope.
Lap 6, Chauncey and Bear. This is all I can say is he just, you ever been told don't poke the bear? Well, he just poked the bear because look at him. He is shooting out there. And now Chauncey is having all kinds of troubles in the back. Bear, though, is out there all by himself, pulling away. Looks like they're stalled out, and Bear is able to come across at a pretty quick time at 8:41, but I saw Uncle Elvis and Chauncey tied up coming down Maggetto Straight, and I'm pretty sure there's King Jester along there with them. So, man, Chauncey was just having all kinds of troubles on this lap.
Oh, he was. Bear with Bob got out in front and then just put his good old foot down on the pedal and just pulled way away from everybody, as everybody was kind of having a bit of a argument on who should be where in the back. And then eventually, Chauncey throws a full body block on Uncle Elvis. Eventually, he pauses, and then here comes King Jester again with them hits. Boy, they're gnarly, and then that pushes Uncle Elvis just far enough to get into turn 4, and that was it. And I tell you what, maybe Bear with Bob wasn't fast the whole way, but come down to the line, boy, that final stretch, he got it going.
Yeah, he really got some momentum there.
Word.
And
Another set of donuts.
I think this might be the biggest group with all the red zeros on here.
I mean,
but Bear, man, he's got a nice lead.
If you're going to order that many donuts, at least get them with sprinkles.
Okay, well, maybe we'll have to see if I can add that on there to it. So, but King Jester, he has the pole. Chauncey on the outside. Chauncey really shoots out, but King Jester is able to come back and get some momentum. And Uncle Elvis goes up and blocks out Bear with Bob back there. King Jester is pulling away. Old Chauncey's trying to catch back up. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Coming out of turn 5, and King Jester is going to come across, get himself some 5 points, and Chauncey is going to come home second. And Bear with Bob and Uncle Elvis are tied up going into 3.
Well, that was absolutely insane. Look at King Jester just got out in front, and nobody touched him. Chauncey got close, but only close. But wow, look at the contact in the coming down the back stretch there with Bear with Bob and Uncle Elvis. They get parked, and look at Chauncey here.
He's still losing it.
He tapped the road with his back bumper, and he got it going straight. So maybe that was just to be kind of fancy.
Yeah, well, man, going into the last lap, looks like Bear with Bob is definitely moving on, but everybody else is up for grabs. Looks like King Jester's ahead right now with 13. He's on the outside. Uncle Elvis is not too far behind, but he does have the pole with Bear pushing him. Chauncey, he still has a shot, so here we go. Let's see what's going to happen. As they take off, Uncle Elvis pulls out into the lead. King Jester's pulling down on Bear to try to stop him from passing him, but I think that hurts him. Chauncey gets up there in third. Uncle Elvis is all over the place, but he's able to... he loses it coming out of turn 2. And they're all parked and piled up in turn 4. Uncle Elvis is going to come across with the win.
I wonder who's moving on.
With nobody else finishing. I can't believe it on the last lap. Another set of triple zeros.
Oh, man, that's just absolute chaos. Uncle Elvis got out in front. Looks like Bear with Bob threw another full body block on King Jester there. Got him slowed down and in the back, and then Bear with Bob just threw it completely sideways. And that was basically all she wrote, as they say, for the back 3. But as for Uncle Elvis, he came down to the line a little bit slow, but he got it, and he's moving on.
That's all that matters. I wonder if Bear with Bob is friends with Uncle Elvis, because it looked like he was blocking everybody.
It looked kind of purposeful, I gotta admit.
Yeah, I mean, if King Jester could have at least came home in second or something like that, it would have been a nice tie, but those are the two who are going to be moving on. Bear with Bob and Uncle Elvis, Chauncey and King Jester. What a fight you guys put up. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. Uncle Elvis and Bear with Bob, they're going to be moving on to the next round. In our final race in our opening series, we got Stallion Johnson.
Just in time.
Mr. Dark.
And James Blonde.
So you definitely don't want to miss it. Make sure you got the ding-ding on. And until next time, we'll see you then. God bless.